Hello and welcome to the history of Stargate. Today's episode we're going to cover the Unas, and here we go. The Unas is a humanoid race named by the Goa'uld. That translates to the first ones, or the first race, or more specifically, the first humanoid race that they used as hosts before Ra discovered the Tok'ra on Earth. The Unas evolved on P3X888, the same homeworld as the Goa'uld. The Unas are reptilian in nature, possessing regenerative abilities that a Goa'uld symbiote can enhance. The Unas were the original hosts used by the Goa'uld on their homeworld of P3X888. When the Goa'uld eventually learned how to use Stargates, they took Unas slave armies with them to different planets. The first Tok'ra encounter with the Unas was when Colonel Jack O'Neill and Teal'c were trapped by a device called Thor's Hammer on the planet of Chimera. They had to defend themselves from a Goa'uld-infested Unas that had been trapped long ago. Teal'c explained that the Unas were the first hosts to the Goa'uld. Before the parasitic species encountered human beings, humans proved to be a much more suitable host race for the Goa'uld, as human bodies were easier to repair, and human hands and voices offer a much greater expressive and tool-using abilities. Although the Unas were phased out as hosts, at least the System Lord Solkar used Unas to collect hosts on a medieval planet. That is, until the Unas was killed by SG1. Solkar himself was believed to, at one point, have been used in an Unas host. On an archaeological expedition to P3X888, Dr. Daniel Jackson was kidnapped by an Unas named Chappa'ai. After they established a line of communication, which they eventually befriended each other, Chappa'ai took Daniel away to the lair of his tribe. But instead of sacrificing Daniel as he was supposed to, he pled for Daniel's life. The alpha male of the tribe refused. As a response, Chappa'ai, with the help of SG1, killed the tribe's alpha male and offered Daniel to join his tribe, an offer he politely rejected. Daniel later helped Chappa'ai escape and start a revolt from the human-based society that used the Unas as slave labor. Chappa'ai also helped SG1 negotiate a treaty with the Unas of P3X403. These Unas have been enslaved to mine Naquita for the Goa'uld, but later drove their oppressors away from the planet. Since then, the mine had been a sacred place for native Unas. When Stargate Command sent a team to this world to mine, the Unas felt threatened. They in turn threatened the mining team to war. The Unas would get food and supplies if they extracted the Naquita for the Tok'ra. Unas are an exceptionally tough and hardy species, and significantly stronger than human beings. A healthy Unas can keep fighting even after an entire magazine from an H&K MP5A3 submachine gun was emptied into its chest, although it will eventually die from such massive injuries. A Goa'uld-possessed Unas is even more powerful, with exceptional regeneration abilities that allow them to survive and recover from multiple bullet wounds, even without the aid of a sarcophagus. They are also able to speak English and stay in periods of sleep to survive for 1,000 years. Some Unas also appear to have a natural defense on the back of their necks that protect them from Goa'uld infiltration, but not all Unas have this characteristic, meaning that some create bone block necklaces for the same purpose. The Unas are a primitive tribal society held together in close-knit communities. Each tribe is led by a dominant alpha male. The Unas speak their own languages that varies between planet but is close enough to be understandable by the other Unas from other planets, even on a planet where humans and Unas coexist. The Unas have not been observed to speak any other language other than their own. However, Goa'uld-possessed Unas have spoken other languages. It could be argued that Chappa'ai's pronunciation of Daniel is at least a partial ability to understand other languages. Hey, thank you for watching the history of Stargate. Special thanks to the Stargate Wiki for all information you heard today. Very special thanks to my Patreons and to Royalty-Free Tube for this fantastic background. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you can. If you have, I thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.